Immigration is a touchy subject. The purpose of this meeting is going to be to talk about my immigration program, one of the goals that I actually had. The actual event is going to be discussing, it's going to be pretty much bringing awareness to the immigration law that was passed in Arizona.
African, Asian, because there's, I mean, you know Georgia State as well as I do. There's like so many different countries here. So everybody at one point or another has had somebody that they know go through something like that. And so they get here and they've lived there their whole lives. They go to college, oh crap, I'm not really a resident, I'm not really a citizen. So the only way for me to go to school is for me to pay outside school tuition. At one point there were waivers for you to pay in-state, but those went away about 3 years ago, so everybody's paying out-of-state tuition now, and that's not enough for the Board of Regents. So within this coming election and the new people coming in, they're basically going to be kicking all those students out, regardless of what they've been doing in the community, their civic engagement, their standing, their moral standing, grades, whatever. They don't care. They're just like, get out. So within that, there's going to be a sweep of people that are going to be affected, regardless of.
So meaning that people that just like, if you decide not to give your social security number,
you could get kicked out.
Today I'm here at the EEI Summit to volunteer and help out. I'm excited to help out because I love to volunteer. Chevon is going to be here and I'm excited for her because I know that she wants to be a CEO and an entrepreneur and own her own business.
Every time I have an opportunity to speak to young, phenomenal minds, and as you've heard again and again this morning that you are here, it says a whole lot about you. It says that you are the leaders who are going to take us forward. You are the ones who are going to move us forward. You know, the other folks this is gold. What I just heard this morning is absolute gold. And what you're doing, Samuel, is just so critical to our forward movement. And I want to say that we have to be conscious consumers. You know, we notice who gave money today. For us, to our community, for your well-being, for your advancement, for your information. So we have to be strategic in who we support and how we spend. You don't leave here without noticing all those corporations that have invested, you know, in EEI. Those are the ones, if you have a choice.
And kind of like the purpose of this actual program is not to be, you know, be for or against it. It's more so to be informative. Yeah, because like he was saying, we can't really say we're for or against the law because of certain legal issues and everything. So it's basically just going to be an informative program so that when people do get ready to either say I'm for it or I'm against it, they can make an informed decision. So that's basically it. The only things that we really need to do is come up with how we're going to actually situate the PowerPoint and basically just divvy up like what organization is going to be doing what. So
this was so good. Oh my gosh. Like I was just sitting there like going crazy in my chair because all this is just a huge confirmation for me. Like,
yeah, I could tell when you went up there and you spoke. I was like, okay, CEO. Okay.
So passionate about this. Like everything she said, like during real estate, me and my mom just like started this real estate thing, like trying to hustle. It's like a living, trying to hustle and all this stuff. Like, oh my gosh, like it was this close and she know my face. I'm about to.
Did you get her car?
No, I didn't because she has to go to like the it's like, you know, all with the TSU game and crossing and so much traffic, so she had to go to a flight in Cleveland. But I'm gonna meet her like one day, like everything she talks about. You were with EEI?
Yeah, now I am. I actually was supposed to come just for the summit as well, but I ended up volunteering and then going to the summit, so it was cool.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna go to the general body meetings and stuff like that and get more involved.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get more involved in this because
I'm trying to think the general body meeting is on September 28th, and I just wrote it down. It's in Classroom South.
It's on our campus.
Yes, 505. We have a chapter at our school.
Right.
You know Latoya Reigns? She's the president.
Okay. Oh, she's the president here.
Yes.
Because I know it was Terrence Rogers before he graduated, right? Yeah. This is. I gotta do this.
Yeah, I'll tell you when I'm trying to think. It was I want to say it was September 28th. Okay. And then in Classroom South 505 from 5 at 7 p.m. So it's next Tuesday.
You better sling it, girl. Come on.
Hey y'all, thank you so much for coming, boo.
No, thank you so much for
When you got up there talking, I was like, look at Chevon. But you have been saying you want to be a CEO since our freshman year. I remember that.
Like, oh my gosh, like, y'all are so
glad
happy.
you came.
I'm happy.
You need to join EI.
I am. I was just talking about the meeting.
You're the president for it.
Yes. So
our first meeting is Tuesday at 7.
Tuesday at 7.
205.
Okay.
It's some powerful shit. I can't even wrap my head around it. And you ain't know that it still existed. Music.
Yeah, man, everything in the program is a go. We met around like 2 o'clock today. We got ASA and back to the house and everything. You know, the rest has been a long week and everything, so I'm kind of tired. But get my rest up for Blue Jump coming up tomorrow. So. What up? Playing the game. I was just started playing Halo. I just beat this nigga Imagine. Oh, damn. I got next. Man. We up at the stupid.
Bruh, like, I'm about to go sell a pre-sale ticket right now. Like, this is my last pre-sale ticket. It got this girl name on it. She been blowing me up all day. And check this out, though. They had 2 dudes, right? So I went inside the loft. They saw it on my hoodie. They looked at 2 white dudes. They looked at me. It was like, this Blue Jump. I was like, whoa. I was like, y'all come in here. It was like, yeah, man, we so excited. Like, man, we can't wait. So we gonna be up through there, blah, blah, blah.
I seem like a retarded, man.
All right.
Man, this week been hard, man. I can't wait. I'm about to be gone.
So yeah, like pretty much like this Wednesday, like the name of the program that they had was like Breaking the Mirror or whatnot. So it was just about like self-esteem issues, and they had like all of the queens, like Latoya, Homecoming Queen, Jamie Miss Black and Gold, and then Cassandra, you know, Miss PBS or whatnot. But that program was like, it was a lot of people there, and then it was like deep, especially when they started talking about like the personal testimonies. Like there was this one girl who went up there and she was talking about how all her life, like people were telling her that she'd never amount to anything, she'd never be anything, she'd never go to college. And so when she was getting ready to go to college, you know, she bypassed everything, graduated out of high school, she was getting ready to go to college. Her mom got really sick, so she had to work full time to support her mom, and then 2 years later her mom died. Then she was talking about how 2 weeks before she was able to enroll, she was on a volleyball scholarship, she got on a head-on collision, and so she was in a coma for like 2 weeks. She had like plates in her leg, then she has like 5 screws in her arm, like, and we sitting there like, I'm sitting on the edge of my seat, like, I didn't cry. I mean, I was crying. I didn't cry, but I was, you know me, I'm a little, you know, I'm a little sensitive, so I was sitting there like, I'm glad you made it, man. I'm real glad you made it. So then, you know, like, she was just talking about how, you know, like no matter what people tell you, or, you know, people can never prevent you as long as you got the willpower and determination to do it. And she enrolled, like she looked normal to me, like she walking, and I mean she did her thing.
So she's in school now.
Yeah, she came back in that spring on 9.
Yeah, she came back spring on 9. I mean that's a great semester, you know.
Yeah.
Spring on 9, that's when lives really changed.
Oh, for real?
Hey, I mean like,
I
mean man, like that's chapter change. This girl life changed because we crossed, and she was like,
"Are you serious?"
Yes, I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Because we crossed, she was like, "I have to enroll. She was like, "I have to enroll right now because the 10 nights have crossed, and I need to see them."
So I thought you said she enrolled spring on 9, which was definitely before y'all.
I mean, but like real talk though, that was like she could sense that. She could sense that greatness was about to befall upon her that semester. She probably was at the pro day. She saw me. She did.
Okay.
Only because he was in front.
Yeah. Don't hate. That's all that is. But yeah, they got another program tonight called Breaking the Board. Yeah, this is the game night.
So is everything breaking?
Yeah, it's like breaking the mirror.
So aggressive.
Yeah, like, you know, but the way they broke the mirror was like, they really had like mirrors. Like, it was like kind of like construction paper.
Symbolic.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought. You know, I gave that side out of Ash.
I said, so y'all got mirrors now? And then she punched the mirror.
Oh, goodness.
And so, yeah, but they threw away the mirrors. They didn't like break them. They just threw away the mirrors. It was creative. But yeah, breaking the board. We're going to be there. How y'all forgot to show support for everybody.
If you wanna do it big, all you need is a car, a condom, a crib. Let me tell you what I did. Parking the Panther Express on 27s like I've toy double doors. I'm a fresh slipping. Goose got the goose and Shaw got the bras. Ran a train like Marta, where the party? Malik and Keith, I need a chief, I attic on the tree. So my crib up in the attic, Greenland. I wanna be to the Rex in the way I'm serving coke on the coke. Got the hoe on post so the folks don't know. Off the chain, you know I got the baddest chick.
Who made the beat?
The nigga with the bag of chips. I got my lifestyle, homegirl, roll the perk. And I ain't got something to control the perk. It's murder in my room, 1408, dropping ill at the field. It's popping at the comments at the party like